Saturday morning, coldest night for a long time. Anyway, I'm going to go and start this fence up so it warms all the oils up and the engine and defrost the windows if it needs it. In fact, actually, I don't think the windows are frosted on that. Probably because it was parked up after the dew came down. Sun's hitting the top up there, just started to thaw a little bit on the top. Randomly, it's 0.03, minus 0.03. It's actually colder now than it was in the middle of the night, despite the sun being up. So, don't know why that is. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go and see if we can cut some more sweet corn today. Everyone's had a better night's sleep last night as well, especially as they're home from hospital. I've just come here checking the fans. The fans in the OSR store are running flat out, keeping it cool. So that's good. I'm just checking that they were on, with it being coldest weather we've had for a while. Balt was here with the dump trailer on. Morgan was moving some stone for someone this week, so didn't really see a lot of him, but I didn't either because I was, I can't remember where I've been. I was in the hospital some of the days, but I don't know where I was. Well, I know last week I was in Germany, but I can't remember where I was this week. Anyway, at least now, looks like it's going to be a good day. There she is. How wet it is. Hopefully, we'll be able to travel again. It is very much a salvage operation. I'm going to turn the trailer around before it's filled. Driving on the straw though is not too bad. It's just kind of a mat. Normally when you'd combine maize, you'd use a header that's not much wider than the actual combine, like you can see in the picture now. And you'd just take just the cobs through, you wouldn't take the straw through the machine. So, although the machine's designed to thrash the cobs, it's not particularly designed to carry 8 foot of straw through, but it seems to be managing it perfectly. We're not pushing it too hard, but yeah, it's doing it. This is where we were cutting yesterday, where it had blown over. I mean, there's a bit of a cob there that we've not quite got, but otherwise, it's fairly well picked it up. Seems strange getting on a combine with a woolly hat on and then getting on to turn the heater on. Remember years ago, guy Paul Alcock, he worked for Case, so I think after like the Cold War, Berlin Wall come down, I think the Americans and the British sent a load of combines out to get it back on its feet in like Russia, Ukraine direction. And there's like hundreds of these actual flow combines went. And he went out there to help set them up for the season. And he said, we knew it was time to come home when the headers were frozen to the floor. Now, I didn't quite put this all the way down, it's just hovering off the floor. But to be fair, with the belts, it probably wouldn't freeze because it's kind of hollow underneath. But if it was metal on the soil, it would stick itself to the floor. So there you go, if you're cutting it in these conditions, don't leave your header down. Glad I've got my hat on while I was greasing it up. I must say it's harder to grease, available online now, it's harder to grease when the grease is cold in all the pipes compared to greasing it in the summer when it's like 25 degrees. It's like treacle the grease trying to go through. Anyway, we'll go and see if we can get another day of it without getting stuck. That's something I've not seen before. Front attachment hydraulic oil temperature is below normal. The speed of the belts is reduced. So obviously we've got to wait for everything to warm up before we sort of go hard at it. I've put everything in gear and we're just driving slowly now on tick over. Let everything get warm and ready before we rev it up. Running the reel quite low here to pick some of the stuff up that's fell over. You can see though the ruts that were made when they tried to forage harvest it a few weeks ago. Anyway, we're still, you can't see, but the tracks are still holding up well anyway. See how flat it is. Windows need a clean, but it's scooping it all up anyway. You can see how flat it is there, so I've just scooped up this. I can't see anything left behind, to be honest. Or maybe one cob there. Bit of a hollow there that it's sinking in, so I'm going to go round it. I'll cut that with an empty tank. I've got 65% at the moment, so I'll come back to that. We'll get it from the other direction. Just got a big lump in the end on the last bit, but there we go. We've got the hollow done from both directions. You see where they've foraged up to and stopped, and then you can see how it's blown over where it's been catching the wind. When it was obviously a full crop, it was protecting itself, but once it's been cut, then it's just blown over. It's been a month now since the forager was in here. And the pheasant's flying out. This is where it gets difficult. You've got to have the reel low to scoop that up that's fell over. But then when it's high here, it's knocking that flat and could knock cobs off. It's a shame you can't kind of split the reel. I feel like we should be able to spud harvest to get in this bit. Another field ticked off, but the tractor's getting on the tarmac road and then it can't cut in for grip. So it's spinning. Oh, he's got it this time. There you go. Off we go now to the next. It's a beautiful day, as you two would say. Let's turn on, let's go to the next one. Have you ever seen conditions like this for combining? It's proper wet. Swap fields, but because of that road sign there, we couldn't get the header in from the direction we wanted. Had to go up there, turn around somewhere, and bring it in here. It looks really dry because it's so sunny, but we're just really sinking on this field. We've got a little bit left in that corner there, a little bit over there, and then a bit left at the bottom where we're trying to do it light. And then we're going to go through them trees into another piece. That is what we're harvesting. Basically what you make popcorn out of. It doesn't look dark on the camera, but trust me, it's going dark. There's the moon. So Rich is here, he's been supervising, he knows the fields around here where all the wet holes are. Anyway, it drops off into a valley there. We're not going to enter it in the dark, so we're going to pack up for the day again now. But we've, I don't know, probably done another 30 or 40 acres today. It's going to take some cleaning, that, innit? Dope. Another cold night predicted, so I'll leave the header off the floor slightly. Who can guess this song? Not heard it for years. Back at the yard now, another 2 load for on the drying floor. Simon's been bringing them backwards and forwards on his own today. Get these tipped and then call it a day, I think. Can't believe how dark it is and it's only like 5:30. The way to move maize about, isn't it? 2 939s and 2 tri-axle trailers. Just tip this out here. This is where like a jet trailer or a belt trailer would be really good, because you can just pull forwards without having to hit the roof and just get it at the right depth as you drive out. Typical low tipping in the dark again, like last night. Looking at this, the drawbar goes all the way to the ram mounts and then the axle mounts. Proper strong trailer, pull really nice as well on the road. What's the collective noun for 3 Merlots? A trio? A flock? A herd? Leveling out a bit here now, but to be honest, I think I'm going to tip the other trailer in the morning and then I don't have to worry about seeing the roof easily. If I show you that now, can you see how that's sheets are wet and then that side isn't really? That's because we're drying this batch that we put in yesterday. We haven't started on that batch yet. The condensation's rising out of it and hitting the roof, making the sheets damp underneath. Some yesterday was 44%, it's been 40 or 41 today. So I don't know what the driest you could ever cut it is, to be fair. Slowly nibbling away at the maize, not much left. Hopefully we'll get it finished tomorrow, but it is forecast to rain tomorrow afternoon at midday. Hopefully it's not till later on in the day. But anyway, birthday bumper, pretty big today. 52,610 we're up to now, I forgot to write it on, but Ross McNally's 12, Norman Clements is 77, James Ralston is 15, I think it's pronounced. John Aitken from Percival Farms is 63. Archie Halhead is 13. Kerry Mayburn James is 44. Jonathan Beaver is 60. Chris Mansampa from Zimbabwe has just passed his agricultural degree, so well done to him. Spencer James is 13. Jamie Clements, another Clements, is 34, and Hugh McCaffrey, who drives a Volvo, his truck is on there as well. So happy birthday everyone on today's birthday bumper. Another frosty night anyway now. Glad I've got my hat on. Don't forget as well, if you've not ordered a calendar, there's still time to do that. Hopefully most of them will be getting posted out as well. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. So there we go. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Seems strange combining in wellies and warm clothes, but there we go. At least we're getting it into the shed where it's got some value, because in the field with the pheasants eating it, it hasn't got much value whatsoever. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Another Joe Seals ending, so we're not over yet. What's everyone else been up to today? Joe Webb has been trying to dig spuds, but it's been just as wet as where I've been combining maize. So he sent me a little video, so have a look at that. But yeah, what have you been up to today? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow.